we're born for greatness.
Hi, I'm AJ.
And I'm David.
And you're watching K News.
The first round of collections for the Jordan's Joy Toy Drive was Wednesday. The total number of toys collected was 153. That's a long way away from our goal of 1,000 toys. This week's 3 individual student winners are Maylee Sanchez, Allison Gilchrist, and Anthony McCormick. And our winning staff members for this week are Mrs. Miller and Miss Byer. See Mrs. O'Leary in room 239 to collect your prize. The next collection will be next Wednesday. So bring in a new, unwrapped toy for your chance to win, and more importantly, to help bring joy to a child.
The exam schedule is posted in your class or Schoology pages on the Silent Loop. Exam week will be from the 17th to the 20th of December. Exam days will be full days due to the hurricane.
This week, our economics classes went to the gymnasium for the Big Bang Theory, where students got to experience firsthand economics. In the activity, students were given a financial background and had to navigate through the booths, each one involving different expenses and opportunities that they could see in the real world.
The Manatee Chamber of Commerce started the Big Bang Theory program in 2010 as a way for the business community to support a strengthening of financial literacy skills for our high school students.
Today I'm working with the transportation, selling new and used cars to all the participants. I got involved because it's just a great way to give back to the community.
I think they look at some of the jobs that are paying $52,000 a year and they think that's not too bad. But then once they look at car insurance, they look at a car payment, they look at a rent or mortgage payment, and they don't realize how expensive groceries are or how expensive childcare is. And then once all those expenses start to add up, the look on their faces, they look a little discouraged. So I really, it's a lot of fun for me to watch them work through these problems and help them to understand some of these challenges that they really will face out in the real world.
Thank you to Mrs. Norris for organizing the event and all the volunteers who helped to make this activity possible.
The varsity wrestling team will be heading to Kissimmee this weekend to face 5 to 6 teams in a dual meet. Cheer your wrestlers on.
There was a chorus concert this week on Tuesday. They put on a great show. Let's take a look.
Let us
2 weeks ago, your Canes won the second round of the playoffs 54-8 against the Immokalee Indians. The Hurricanes scored on every drive of the first half, and the Canes ended the first quarter 30-0. After the win, the Canes would go on to play the Riverdale Raiders in the regional finals. Last week, your Hurricanes beat the Riverdale Raiders 38-0. The game started hot as they caused a fumble on the very first play of the game. And on the following kickoff, they forced another fumble, which was recovered and returned for a touchdown. The game was not even close, as your Canes would dominate to advance to the Final Four against St. Thomas Aquinas.
This week, Antonio sat down with our starting defensive line, aka the Trench Mob. Let's take a look.
How do you feel the reputation that you three have built this season might intimidate this upcoming opponent?
Most definitely, they're going to have to be intimidated because we offer so much diversity and so much strength to the team based off what we do, a snap and play every play, snap, crackle, and pop. That's what we do. They're going to have to work on ways to slow us down, stop me from coming off the edge, stop Fig from piling through the tackles and guards, and stop me from beating the center.
Christian?
Yeah, I mean, we've proved all season that no real offensive line can play with us. So we're just going to have to make sure our A game's there and dominate all game long.
What about you, Ian?
To piggyback what they said, I mean, the game is set on us. The way to play, how we bring the intensity, that's how the game is going to go. If it's very high Friday night, it's going to be a low night for them.
And with that being said, thank you so much for listening. Go Canes.
As always, the full interview, as well as all Kane News productions, can be found on YouTube by searching @Kane News or by clicking on the link in your Class Of page on Schoology.
Tonight, your Hurricanes take on the St. Thomas Aquinas Raiders at Joe Cannan Field at Hawkins Stadium at 7:30 p.m. The theme for the game is Red Out. This will be the last home game of the year, so make sure to show up at the game wearing your red. A win tonight will send us to the state championship for the first time since 2011. Let's pack the house and make Hawkins Stadium rock.
This has been David
And AJ
on Kane News, signing off.